The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some I can't say that this time. I just came here to talk, and this is the official Claressa Shields versus Brittney Elkin post-fight review. And what happened? What did Claressa Shields, the GOAT, do? She went and she put Brittney Elkin in a straight body bag. Third round stoppage. It was a very entertaining fight. And look, I don't mean this as a disrespectful term. If anything, this is a statement of endearment and a statement of encouragement. Claressa Shields and her one fight with Brittney Elkin in the PFL and in the MMA, it was more exciting to me than just about all of her fights in professional boxing. It was really, really fun stuff to see Claressa Shields go through those deep, dark, uncomfortable places. Brittney Elkin, from what I could see, she's 3-6, veteran, brown belt. I think they say she was a brown belt in jiu-jitsu or something like that. So she was experienced. She obviously wasn't the best or the creme de la creme or the best opponent she could have fought. But Brittney Elkin was someone that had enough experience to trouble Claressa Shields, and she did. She did trouble Claressa Shields. We saw Brittney Elkin take Claressa Shields down, have her sprawled out on the canvas. For the greater part of both rounds 1 and round 2. There was 3 rounds in total, but for both rounds 1 and round 2, they both played out about the same. They would start off on their feet. Claressa Shields would shoot some sort of punch. It might maybe a jab, maybe a straight, but no matter what she landed, the minute Brittney Elkin felt any sort of uncomfortable, felt that she was uncomfortable, she went immediately to the ground and tried to take her down, and that worked for her through the first 2 rounds. And Claressa Shields was a round away from losing this fight, and it would have been the first time we've seen Claressa Shields taste defeat. But that wasn't the case. She wasn't a 2-time gold medalist for no reason. She wasn't 2-time undisputed in multiple weight classes for no reason. You don't get to where she's gotten to by having a weak mindset or a weak mentality, and she did have a weak mentality. In the 3rd round, when Brittney Elkin took her down to the floor again, we saw Claressa Shields go into desperation. We saw her find a way to get out of being on the floor. And when she got her hands free in space to throw punches, Claressa Shields turned into freaking Jamel Charlo. She turned into Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. She turned into Deontay Wilder. And she was freaking throwing the hammer fist straight, sideways, just any part of her hand she could use to hit this girl. That's what she was doing. And she was bouncing this girl's head off the canvas. And she ultimately got the 3rd round stoppage. And she maintains her undefeated record, now undefeated in 2 combat sports. And, hell of a fight, man. And I got to say this. And I want to preface everything I'm going to say by saying that I'm not being disrespectful to Claressa Shields. But honestly, I don't want to see Claressa Shields come back to boxing unless it's for the Savannah Marshall fight. If she fights for Savannah Marshall, then it's okay. But if she's not coming back to boxing to fight Savannah Marshall, I don't want to see Claressa Shields in boxing, because this shit was exciting. It's exciting because Claressa Shields in boxing has already proven herself. We know she's creme de la creme. We know she's elite. This is a much different animal. This is a much different beast, and credit to her. She's putting the work in the gym to work on her ground game, to work on dealing with those kind of things. And, her preparation paid off. Her hard work paid off with the win tonight. And, there's going to be more attention on her. There's going to be a new audience watching her. I wouldn't even be the least bit surprised in the near future if she continues to win, if there is a UFC contract thrown her way or something like that. And maybe down the road, if she continues doing what we're seeing, maybe we see Claressa Shields in a mega fight against like Amanda Nunes, something like that. Obviously that's a long way away, but I want to see. Listen, I'm not. You guys know I'm not a big MMA guy, but I will definitely watch MMA if Claressa Shields is in it, because it's interesting. It's interesting to see what somebody who's accomplished pretty much everything there is to accomplish in her sport. It's going to be very intriguing to see just how far she can go. And honestly, with this win tonight against Brittney Elkin, she's went further than a lot of people thought she would go in winning this fight. Although the girl was 3-6 coming in, she was still very experienced in a field of combat sports that Claressa has never ventured into. So hell of a fight, hell of a performance. And yeah, man, shout out to Claressa Shields, the best fight I've ever seen for her entire career. If you guys missed it. It was exciting to watch, and there you have it. Boxing goes 2-0 in PFL. Boxing goes 2-0 in PFL. Clay Collard gets the win, and Claressa Shields gets the win. So a surprisingly entertaining night on PFL. I'll definitely tuning in again when they have either Clay Collard or Claressa Shields on again. But yeah, man, that's my take on the fight. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you make of Claressa Shields' PFL/MMA debut? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.